Hi, this is Kristen from KristenCoaching.com. Thank you so much for joining me for this topic today, which is what is most important in a relationship. Before we dive into the 5 most important things in a relationship, I want you to subscribe to my YouTube page, please, if you haven't already. You'll get a notification and a pop-up every time I create a new relationship video for you. So most people in relationships or seeking to get into one want to know what is most important in a relationship so they can be successful at it. I wish there was a user guide or some type of a manual to show how to make a relationship work and to focus on the qualities and aspects that are most important so you have the best chance of being successful at it. But unfortunately, there isn't a guide. There isn't, a relationship Bible, so to speak, to give you that step-by-step ways of how to do things. So oftentimes we're left to our own devices and ways to kind of figure out situations. And, when people are not really knowing what to do, or maybe they've come from past relationships that haven't worked out and have created some pretty unhealthy dynamics, those dynamics can get forwarded to the next relationship and they can be doing these unhealthy patterns over and over again with the new people that they're with. So I don't want that for you. So I decided to make this video today so you can really focus on the 5 most important aspects of what is most important in a relationship and focus on those and make that work for your relationship and really dive in, because I think that if you can get these 5 things down and focus on these most important aspects, that I think your relationship is going to be super healthy and successful, and you're going to be able to really make it for the long haul. So let's dive in, okay? So number 1, the one thing that is most important in a relationship to make it work is trust. I've talked about this in past videos. I'm going to talk about it now because it's crucial. You have to be able to trust your other half. Your other half needs to be able to trust you. And like I said, with past relationships, oftentimes, it's common for us to have been hurt, lied to, deceived, cheated on, whatever that is. That can all really ruin your ability to be able to trust in a new relationship, or maybe the person that you're with now has somehow broke your trust, for whatever reason. And so you need to rebuild. But having trust, having that ability to know that your partner is reliable, your partner is where they say they are, is doing what they say they're doing, you have a belief that things are okay, you're trusting, there's a sense of safety that comes with that. So if you guys don't have trust in your relationship, you are missing a key critical ingredient to make this relationship healthy and make it last long term. I have many other videos about trust and how to build trust in a relationship. I want you to click on that, because if trust is a problem for you, you got to know how to do that. Number 2, most important aspect of a relationship is honesty. You have to be honest with your partner. Your partner has to be honest with you. This helps build the trust, but more so, it's about being, emotionally vulnerable in your relationship and connecting with your significant other. If you're not honest, you're putting on, a fake front, for example, with your significant other. So you're not able to truly connect on that deep level that you need to be. Honesty is super important. It's super critical. I think that in all relationships, we do little white lies here and there. So when I talk about honesty, I talk about if you're saying something or doing something that your significant other is going to be upset about if they found out the truth, then you cannot lie. You should not be lying about that. If it's important for your significant other to know, then you need to be honest. If you are doing a little white lie about something that your partner isn't going to be mad at you for lying about, then I think that's okay. I think that's a pass. I think sometimes you're walking a fine line when it comes to the little white lies. Oftentimes people can do the little ones. It can lead up to a big one, and that's a problem. But for example, if you, told your partner that you did the dishes already, but you didn't, but you were planning on doing them in a couple hours before they got home, and your partner's not going to be mad at you for saying you did the dishes even though you didn't, that's not a big deal, right? But if you're lying about something that could destroy or damage the relationship or make them really, really hurt or upset, that's a problem. So be honest in your relationship. I highly encourage that. Number 3, most important aspects about a healthy relationship is respect. I think honesty is a part of respect. I think respect has to do with treating your partner how you would want to be treated, making decisions in your relationship that is for the betterment of your relationship as a whole. It's not belittling your partner. It's not cursing at your partner. It's demonstrating behaviors that show that you admire your significant other and you value them. Be respectful in a relationship. That's really important. I can't tell you how many relationships I come across where people are cursing at each other, throwing things, yelling, degrading. It is not healthy. It's not okay. And that's not going to create a good dynamic for you guys in the long run. So you have to be respectful. Really important, super critical. Number 4, you want to have healthy communication in your relationship. You got to be open. You got to talk to your significant other about your feelings, your thoughts, your desires. If things aren't working in your relationship and you really are upset about it, you got to be able to communicate that to your significant other. I think that's really critical. I also think healthy communication builds trust in the relationship. I really do. I think healthy communication also is a form of respect in your relationship. So if you can have communication, I think trust goes along with that. I think respect goes along with that. And I think honesty goes along with that, essentially. So working on that core foundation of communication is important. Last but not least, what's most important in a relationship is this idea of partnership and teamwork with you and your significant other. You guys are a couple. You guys are a team. You are doing this together to make it work. It's not about you on one side and your partner on the other and, battling and arguing all the time. It's about two people on the same side making decisions to make their relationship work. So if you're if you're thinking about decisions that you have to make, choices you have to do, think about, okay, how's my partner going to feel? How is this going to affect our relationship? You have to make your relationship a priority and focus on that and really figure out the best ways to, make choices that work for both you and your significant other. If you have this mindset of partnership and this mindset of teamwork, that's only going to help you in the long run and make your relationship a lot more successful down the road. So if you do these 5 things, if you do trust, honesty, respect, communication, have this idea of teamwork and partnership, you guys are going to be good to go in terms of your relationship and really focusing on the most important aspects that create a healthy relationship. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to write them below in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as I can on that, like I always do. Thank you. Again, this is Kristen from KristenCoaching.com and I will see you guys next time for my next video. Take care. Bye.